You know,
What is?
and one
Go
of my
ahead.
favorite parts of this game is it's not just fighting based. It's not like most games where you just fight it out and whoever wins wins. You know, because there's one server and there's so many people on it and there's so much going on, spying and stuff is actually a big part of this game. Like
Oh, that's
getting
awesome.
accounts into other guilds and draining their bank is a big part of this game.
Oh,
You know,
really?
within the first few weeks, we had a informant from our group in one of the Hyperion guilds. They drained the Hyperion bank and gave it to us. So it put them a
Wow.
little behind in the beginning. And one thing I did also, week three, I believe it was, um, one of the Hyperion allies, the guild called Crusades or something, had a member who really wanted to join us. And I didn't want to, vouch for this guy because he's one of his enemies. But he sends some private tells me on the forums, and he's asking me, if I walk to you and give you all the stuff I've got, will you hold it for me? And then I'll delete my character and re-roll, and you can let me in your guild. And I said, oh yeah,
Nice.
sure, dude, no problem. So he comes to our town. I tell everyone not to kill him, and he walks into town. He gives me like 8 sets of scale, 25 mounts. You
Oh
know,
my gosh.
oh yeah, I guarantee you, he drained his guild bank. There's no way he
25
could have had this
mounts.
much.
No, that's
Uh,
insane, dude.
and this is like in the first couple of weeks. He had like 5,000 mandrake. I mean, it was just ridiculous. Food out the ass. It was crazy. So he handed me all this stuff, and he told me, "Okay, I'm gonna delete my character, and I'm gonna come back out far, and we can get we can get going." So no problem. So he comes back to our city, and he's asking me for his stuff back, and I give the command to attack, and the whole city comes down on him and kills him. And I said, "Sorry, dude. You were from a Hyperion friendly alliance. I'm not gonna. I'm sorry.
That is so awesome. You
I'm
know,
not
and
gonna
that
vouch for
does.
you. It's your loss."
Yeah, that's huge. That's a good point though too. It's like spying. We did some spying in Shadowbane too. Like I'd create nubs and then go join them. It was easier though in Shadowbane than it would be in this game because you can only create one character in this game, which is badass by the way. But in Shadowbane, yeah, you create another guy, you just chill in some other guild, find out when they're gonna attack, find out when they're gonna bane, all this crap, and then you just relay it to your dudes. You know, that is so sweet. And I
Yeah.
mean, that's going to be a big part of this game. I can foresee as well.
I don't.
Yeah.
That would be an expensive, real life, expensive part of this game if that's true. If
Oh,
people
but
are
no,
really
no, not.
buying alternate accounts because they're just trying to go spy, that's
Oh
nuts.
yeah, not buying alternate accounts though. But check this out: you can only create one per guy. But there's so many guilds out there. We're not talking about guilds like say Sinister or something where you have to prove yourself for like 6 months to a year before you get accepted, which is outrageous. We're talking about these Zerg guilds like say Hyperion, for example, which he just mentioned, where you go and say, "Hey, can I join your guild?" They're like, "Okay." I mean, it's they don't have like okay, they don't really have prerequisites to join their guild. I don't know if that's Hyperion in general. I'm just saying Zerg guilds. A lot of them do not have prereqs. And in the old games, it didn't matter. Like WoW, whatever. Okay, yeah, let's try you out. But in this game, you got to be extra cautious. And Brandon made a good point. And that's why you have to be extra cautious about who you get in because you have no idea who you're going to get in. It could be a spy, which would lead to him being an informant. And that is freaking humongous because in any other game, it really didn't matter, right? But in this game, it really does matter. So if all of a sudden I log in as S Force on the tomorrow, I can say, hey, let me go hit up Hyperion or whatever, find out some info, get some crap. Then let me go hit up another Zerg guild who thinks Zergs are going to win just because they're a Zerg guild, but they're still open invite. So let me go hit up an open invite guild and get in and get all the information I can. I mean, people can start doing that, and I already have a feeling, and based on what Brandon's told me, that it's already going on. So that's good strategy right there. That's badass. I love it.
That guy was sucking at life.
Oh yeah,
He
he's
did
hating
that.
life, dude. You guys still
I'm
there?
just, yeah, oh yeah, I'm just trying to make for some nice awkward silence for you.
I like that awkward
No,
silence.
yeah, I agree. There's a lot of I don't know, guild intrigue and political excitement or whatever to be had in this game. You've seen the map. I sent you the link. Epoch sent me that link. It's not either one of ours originally, but yeah, it shows you kind of what's going on. I don't know if the AfraidYet.net website are they're the guys who are updating it or what, but yeah, it's pretty cool, and
It's so
it's
cool.
nice to have that display, and it's amazing how people are going. So what I'm wondering here is, with this awful company, what is the overall plan, or is that a big secret? I mean,
Well, I don't know a whole lot of the plan. I mean, I know some. Because I'm just kind of another soldier. But what I do know, I'm not going to talk about.
Well, do they want world domination? Everybody
Basically,
die or what?
Well, basically, what's going on right now is the goal for us and our allies is really just wipe Hyperion out and kind of let the world go into chaos and reform on its own without Hyperion. Because the thing is, Hyperion's kind of going in to all these hamlets and cities and going, hey, look, we'll protect you. Join us, we'll protect you. You pay us taxes, and we'll protect you. You can join our roleplay events. We can all sit around the campfire, fucking naked, jerking off.
Oh, I want part of that.
Yeah,
No, you do.
Make sure there's extra squishy mellows.
So all these weaker entities are joining into this Zerg because they're getting protection out of it. They're paying, who knows how much. They're paying 10 grand a week, who knows, to have protection from this big Zerg. And, they basically are getting bossed around by the king of Hyperion, which is we call him King Anus. Because in the forums, he won't even post for himself all the time. The way it works is he'll have one of his cronies come in and do an introduction post, like saying, oh, the Lord King is great, and here he is, and the trumpets horn, and the angels fly down, and then he'll post after that. It's like this big ordeal about roleplay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, they're going to get so dominated. It's going to be awesome.
It's so crazy that we have some inside sources as well, and this is up on darkfallgoons.com. We have a blog, and we put all of our exploits on there of what we do to rip people off who are part of Hyperion. But apparently, someone in Hyperion got fined 3,600 gold for messing around at a roleplay event. So
and I wonder if they actually paid it, dude.
Who knows?
Oh my gosh. Dude, that's awesome. And see, that guild, that huge Zerg, because, Zergs, they have, they can win on certain games. I just feel like this game, the Zerg's not going to have control. And I go back to this. It's just like, nobody's going to be asking what server you're on. If you win, whoever dominates the map in the end wins Darkfall. They don't win Darkfall server bam, blank, whatever you want to call it. They win frickin' Darkfall, dude. And they're going to be, even an outsider like me who doesn't have the game yet. Like I said, I played beta over 2 weeks, and I'm going to be getting the game soon. I like looking at the map. I even like looking at the map because it's like Risk. It's like, whoa, who controls what? This guild controls all this alliance controls all this land. And to me, even as an outsider not playing, and even if I weren't doing MMO Smack Talk, I would still be thrilled to look at the map every so often and find out who's dominating what, because it's interesting, it's like fascinating.
The nuts.
Dude, it does. I love it. And this game is just, oh man. I'm just happy it came out and it wasn't a flop. And even on Afraid, going back to Sinister, and we go back to them, I'm not saying they're awesome PvPers. I'm just saying what Ryan even likes to say, corporation kind of guild. But they do let out some good info, and they were even saying they're in 1.5 months, and the new car smell. This is like a quote, not absolutely verbatim, but it's a quote, right? They said that new car smell has not yet left or dissipated or whatever they said, right? So they're still loving on this game after 1.5 months, and so that, oh man, I don't know.
Have you been in it since day one, Brandon?
About week 1, but I have to agree. I have not been this interested in the MMO for I don't know how long. I'm not getting bored at all yet, because anytime you don't know what to do, you just make something up to do. You figure it out. It's a sandbox.
So let me ask you something. What's goon policy? If you see a guy from another guild or non-guilded come across goon land or coalition of the Chillin land, what are you guys gonna do?
We have a loose alliance list put out right now, and it's constantly being updated. If they're not on our list of friends, they're automatically considered foe. You kill them, you taunt them, you talk shit to them. You sit on their head.
Now, where's Dusk fall in with that?
Dusk are allies. I'm not really sure of how that is all set up, but we are allies right now. I guess it's an alliance allied with another alliance, I guess. But I really don't know all the details on that. I just know that we fight together against Hyperion.
How often do you guys go raiding Hyperion lands?
We did last night. Probably a handful of times a week.
Is it a scheduled thing, or do people just get on and say, okay, let's go do it?
A little bit of both. Sometimes,